Hey everybody, welcome into the Beehive. I'm your host, the Beat LLC, and today we are going to look at some 2-ounce coins. There's a 2-ounce community challenge going around, so I thought I would join in. Welcome in, Chew. Good to see you, Space Miner. Thanks for hopping in. So yeah, 2 ounces. I decided I better do one of these challenges, and I thought about I have a few 2 ounces, so let's take a look at them. So I'm not sure. I didn't get the rules on this. I'm not sure if it has to be 2-ounce rounds or just 2-ounce pieces. So we're going to start off with this here. This is a 2-ounce revolver, antiqued high relief from the country Republic of Chad. 1,000 francs, mintage 5,000, 3 9s fine silver. Hey, Cranky Stacker, good to see you. So yeah, this is one I've actually, these are my sons, and I think I'm gonna retire them to their precious metal stack here soon. I also have to add their gold for the year. I get them a gram of gold for Christmas, so we'll be doing a video on that coming up. And so these will probably go into their box for a while, or for good, I should say. But before we put them in there, so these are serialized, and this is 4799, and the other revolver, I have a couple of them here, is a consecutive serial number. I believe it's 4798. So they each have one of these, and they're consecutive in serial number. I thought that was kind of cool. So we'll use that for starters. And moving along, again, not quite in the round category, but nonetheless, it is 2-ounce. This is an ARC 2-ounce. This is again from ARC SGO, Precious Metals Company out of Jackson Hole, Wyoming. And actually, these are taken from silver that was taken off the COMEX. And I have a slab over here. It's like 16 ounces that is a slice taken out of a COMEX bar, and they trace which COMEX bar it came off the market. They numbered them from the first one they took off, and so that's what this little serial number down here is. Silverback Precious Metals is the company that made this, and then it gives the date 2023 from, it would have been number 121 bar 121 taken off the COMEX, and this would have been from 287 cuts or something like that. I think is something to do with what that number is, and then they melted the shavings down, and this is where we got that 2-ounce bar from, coming off the COMEX. Dale M, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Dub C Coins Precious Metals, good to see you. And again, Cranky Stacker Phoenix Coins, thanks for being here. So there are a couple. And let's just jump right over here. I just picked this up not long ago. It's been out for a year or two, though. I just haven't got around to getting it. This is from SD Bullion, a debasement. It's a 2-ounce round. And I kind of like how they show that off, the debasement idea to the coinage that Rome did as their empire declined a bit, at least from where it started. And then it says the Awakening Annuit Coeptus. What is that? Yeah, I'm not sure what that means. There's some interesting ideas on that as well. And it says you can't wake a person who is pretending to be asleep. So it's kind of a cool round. Again, I got that from SD Bullion. And what else we got? We also have this 2-ounce round here. This is an Aztec, and it's a stacker. This is a pretty cool piece. And yeah, I got that piece as well. I think it's kind of a calendar, but it's also let's see, what is it called? The sun something? What's it called? Chat should know. Sundial. I can't remember what it's called, but that's another 2-ounce piece. Let's see, I think I had this over here and this up here. Mr. and Mrs. West Texas Stacker, good to see you. Thanks for coming in. 888 the Great, how you doing? All right, onward we go with the 2-ouncers. Okay, so here's just a basic 2-ounce piece. I'm going to go ahead and pull it out of the plastic for you. So we have just a regular 2-ounce Indian. When I started stacking, I just started, you got to get your buffalo collection going. And this was just your basic 2-ounce buffalo that made my buffalo collection. It's got a little toning going on. Not too bad. It's got a kind of a cheap reverse proof going. Look to it. Nice looking chief. And that's 2 ounces. All right, what is next? Pull back here. Let's see, let's go through this. I know everybody likes, or a lot of people anyway, enjoyed this series. I did too. These are kind of pricey pieces. I haven't looked lately, but for quite a while, they were pricey to get a hold of. And I think we start here with the, what is this? You guys tell me in chat. Is this Davy Jones locker here? I think. And I really like these pieces. They're really descriptive and depictive and very cool looking, I thought. It's a nice 2 ounce round. I believe it's from, let's see, it's not Intaglio Mint. Who was it? Or is it Intaglio Mint? What mint did these? Let's see. Somebody in here let me know. I don't think it was Intaglio. I think it was another mint that did this. Let's see. Okay, it says no pray, no pay. Got some rope around the helm there, the steering ship wheel. And what else does it say down here? 2 ounce fine silver 3 9s. And I believe this one was called Davy Jones Locker. Sunstone, there you go, Space Miner, thank you. James, Real, good to see you, Mr. Real. Welch Go Services, thanks for popping in. Privateer, yes, the Privateer. I think that's called the Privateer series or something, isn't it? Yeah, I think you're right there. And so this was a big whale. Yeah, these probably all have names. Let me know if you guys can name them off. No pray, no pay. And this one has, so there's a name for this. What is it? Oh, goodness, I can't think of it right now. That's funny. There you go. There it is, Dub. Elemental. Privateer series. Yes, that's what it was. Thank you for that. You can always count on Dub C for good information. Definitely check him out if you haven't. He's got a great channel. So that's that 2-ounce piece. Let me know if you guys can remember the names of these in the chat. That whale, I know there's a name for it too. It's quite common, or everybody knows it, I think. And then you got this guy walking the plank. Again, really cool dye work on these, I thought. No pray, no pay. Same thing on all the backs. Just this different designs on the obverse, I guess it is, huh? Or I'm not sure. Yeah, I think that'd be the obverse. Okay, and this I think was called Kraken. Davy. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I could have pulled Captain, Storm, Davy Jones, Siren. This is Kraken here, I believe. Look at those sails. That's pretty sweet. And this is probably the Captain. And the Siren. And this one's got a bit of toning on it. I got this one from Spectacular. That's when I started this, was from Spectacular, back on one of his auctions. When he was doing YouTube auctions, and this was one of the pieces he popped up, and it had that toning on it. I thought it was pretty sweet. So I jumped on it, and then I had to get the rest of the series. So, but that is that series there. And up next, we have, of course, a 2-ounce Libertad. This is just one of those things you need to have in your stack. Very cool. I think I have a 1-ounce, 2-ounce, 5-ounce, and my collection stop there, I believe. And what do we show next? Okay, then we got a unique one from, this one is from Intaglio. And this one was kind of cool too. I haven't been doing the Intaglio so much of late, but this was kind of an early one. I got into the limited mintage club 500. And this is a 2-ounce piece that came out fairly early on. And it has some pretty cool graphics on it. Let's see here. I think we got a interesting depiction here. Kind of a cool piece. Okay. And up next we have, this was an interesting one. I can't remember where I got this, but it is very cool. Like if you set it and roll it across like my long easel stand. I think I have a video of it rolling across that, and it's a very interesting design. It kind of shows a tumbling effect of these platypuses, and so I thought that was interesting. It doesn't look very cool when I do it in my hand though. But so this is a 2-ounce, I believe this is a coin, yeah, Australia 2021, $2, 2-ounce, 4 nines fine on this one. So this was an interesting one. I thought I would pick up. The platypuses I thought was kind of cool looking. And let's see, these are not necessarily rounds, but I'll show them right quick because they are 2-ounce. And they had some pretty unique detail on them. These are stackers as well. I only have one a piece, so, and I'm not taking them out to stack them. But they do stack. Pretty crazy graphics on these. Again, it's a stacker as well. All right, and then up next, pull these out. So this is a replica reproduction type of a deal from Government. Not the biggest fan of that, but these were very pretty, so I picked them up. I've seen them elsewhere for cheaper than I got them now, but anyway, I held on to them. I like them. They're very cool design. I especially like, so these are, I have 2 different ones. They're both 2 ounces, but this rectangular design, or whatever it is, hexagonal sign here, or design, I thought was quite cool. It also has the dolphins going around the edge. And the Panama Pacific Exposition, San Francisco, I think this was originally done in gold. And if you get an original piece, I think the originals were done in round. I'm not sure if they were done in this shape or design or not. Dub C, let me know on that. Did they actually do the gold in this design as well, or only the round? But there's some interesting history right there on this coin and up until today. So very cool pieces. Yes, he says the 1915 octagon and round. Okay, so that makes sense then. And then this is the same thing. I'm not going to pull it out, but it is the round. In fact, I have one of these left. So I bought 2 of each, and I've sold one, and then I have one more of these rounds. So I'm going to keep a set myself, but I do have one more 2-ounce round that will probably be on this evening's auction. So if you want, this one is the one I'm keeping, but they're both, from what I could see, they were all in great shape. not handled. I couldn't see any fingerprints or melt spots. They're all in really good condition. So if you're interested in one of these round 2-ounce Panama Pacific Exposition San Francisco round, let's see, it doesn't say on here, but yeah, they're replicas. So come check out tonight's auction to get one of those. All right, and then of course we have a good round right here. Pull this out of the bag. One of my favorite 2-ounce pieces right here. And I also picked up a couple of these when I got them. And I need to restock because I am sold out all but one, and I had to keep one for myself. I'm sure you all know Salivate Metal. This is his 2-ounce channel round. Got a couple of cats back to back. I know he likes, what do you call it when they're, oh, no, I can't think of what it is, but the copy designs back to back that can fold into each other. So it's kind of a cool design. Definitely a cool round. Cool channel. Definitely check out Mr. Salivate Metal. Great content. Okay, so that takes up some of those. Then we also have, let's show this one. So this is a set I got back in the day, pretty early on, at like 2017-ish or so. And this was one of First Majestic's first sets. I'm not sure if this is their exact first set or not, but it may be from them deciding to go ahead. This is a silver mine. I'm sure most of you are aware of this company, Silver Mine, mostly out of Mexico. And this set came with a 10-ounce. It has that same sunstone on there and some other. This is a 5-ounce with the Aztec pyramid on there, and down to a 1-ounce with another pyramid and Aztec guy. And then this one, not sure exactly what this guy is representing here. Maybe smoke him on his totem. I don't know what's going on there, but it's a 2-ounce piece. And they all came, I think this might have been set out like in display somewhere, because it was sold out after I got mine. And then I noticed on one side, I think this First Majestic side seems to have a toning on it. I think they might have been displayed for a while. But anyway, a cool set with a 2-ouncer in there. And only 483 minted in the round and 645 minted in octagon. Okay. Wow, actually more octagonal pieces were made, huh? Interesting. Space Miners trying to get Dale on some videos, no doubt. Let's see it. Liberty Bleeds, welcome in. Good to see you. Just going over a few 2-ounce rounds. Trying to enter one of you guys' challenges. There's so many. I figured I better get in one so I can stay part of the community. Okay, and then from there, I have a bunch of, or not a bunch of, but some of these. Oh. So I'll show the first set of years here that I have of these. These are from the Scottsdale Mint. And they did a, let's start with the first one. The first one was in 2015. It's a 2-ounce New A Exodus High Relief. And I got these graded. This one came out MS65. And depicting the Exodus scene, one of them. And so I went ahead and I got one set of these graded all MS65 and above. So I have a set of MS65 or above. I have a couple that are 67s. And that's a pretty high grade for being antiqued. I don't think you can get much higher than a 67 on something that's antiqued because you're kind of damaging the coin. But some of these have some very cool 3D effects when you're looking into the light at the right angle. They are some pretty cool looking coins when you look into them a little bit. That's the Crucifixion. That was the second coin of the first year. And then I also have the first year, the 2015, in the original package yet as well too. The third piece that came out that year, and again an MS65 here, was the David and Goliath scene. That was number 3. Number 4 was the 10 Commandments, MS65 on this one. Queen on the back, young queen on the back. This was number 5. So when my first grade came in, this one came in at an MS64. And hey, 3D Woodworks, good to see you. This one came in at an MS64 on the first one, so I got another one and sent it in, and it came in MS67. But the one that is an MS64, I don't know if I'll be able to pick it up on camera. I'm going to grab it, and it has the most amazing 3D effect when you're holding it in hand. I don't know if I'll be able to. This one doesn't quite seem to have, even though this is graded much higher. This is a 67. The other one I'm going to show you is a 64. The effect on this 64 is just, I can't get over it. It looks kind of almost 3D like. When we're looking, let me grab my. When we're looking into the background on it, right around the horse, kind of. And man, if you can see, I don't know if we're going to be able to capture it, but yeah, it's not picking up. Yeah, it's just not picking up in this lighting, but it just has this 3D effect going on that is quite intriguing when you're looking at it in hand. That horse just seems like it's really in midair. It's pretty cool. I can't seem to get it here. But anyway, it is quite cool as well. So these are most of them are not graded. There's a lot that have been unboxed, and they're still selling for $500, $550. You know, some people even higher, and they've been out and handled. And so this one, even though it was fresh out of the box, this one was sent to the grading service in the box. It came out in MS64. And the reason I think it came out in MS64 is on the back of it, you can see some chatter on the cheek right there of the queen. And I think that's where it's getting its down, its, you know, degradation grade from. But I think this is a really nice example. Ooh, there you can kind of see it. But yeah, I put this up on my spinning bin from time to time, and I think it's a great deal. I know it's pricey, but that's what these go for. And this one's actually in a slab, and it's going to be kept its condition. So, and if you want a full set of MS65 or better, this is the last one for the year. This is the number 6 release for 2015, and it's New Jerusalem High Relief MS67. And the 2 MS67s I have are top pops on NGC's website. So I think I have the 2 top graded pieces in this. So, and there's not a lot graded. But yeah, so that's the first year. So I have them all MS65 or above. 2 of them are MS67s, slabbed for the first year. And then I also have them still in their original boxes, unopened and with the shrink wrap on them for the first year. And then I have the same thing for the second year. I have the second year some boxed up that I'm going to be sending in to be graded. So I have the first 2 years graded, and I will have also the first 2 years graded, and also the first 2 years still in their original shrink wrap box. And then I have about half of the third year, and I kind of quit collecting them at that point. I think I'm probably going to sell off that third year and get that second year graded. So then, and then probably put that out as kind of like a set sale. And so if anybody's looking for good original copies of those, they'll be at the Beehive. Private silver grading service, 3 private mints, get crazy. Yeah, Space Miner, no doubt. I don't know how you'll get your foot in the door, but I wouldn't argue with that. Yeah, I noticed that too on the, and that's what you see. And in hand, you get that same effect. Oh, I gotta zoom in. That same effect with the with this pale horse as well, and it just really, I don't know. You can't see it in there, but yeah, it's got that same effect. It's hard to reproduce it sometimes, but there we go. Another backlighting does it a little better. But anyway, yeah, they're kind of cool, kind of different. So I have, those are all 2 ounces, and I think that pretty much rounds it up. I've got other stuff that is very close to being 2 ounces. You know, these some of my pours down here, and there's some pours in here that are close to 2 ounces. This is like 1.5 ounces. This is the new pour that I got from S3D Woodworks, and I'm just really excited and happy about this. I also got an ancient coin of this same design just when I received this pour from 3D Woodworks, so I've been pretty excited about that. Very cool. This is 1.5 ounces, so it doesn't quite make it, but I wanted to show it off anyway. And that pretty much wraps it up. I wanted to show you, so I've had this out sitting out most of the time, and it's really getting these blue streaks that are just quite cool. I don't know if you'll be able to see them very well but it's got some cool toning kicking off there too. I thought it was cool. Just wanted to show that. Oh, and then one other thing that the camera probably won't do justice to, but when I was pulling out this 2 ounce stuff, I was looking at my Scottsdale 20 ounce piece, and this has some of the coolest toning. Let me zoom in a bit here. Just kind of sinks down. It's just mostly down in the design itself. Boy, it just isn't going to pick up very well. Oh, there you kind of go. It's got some really cool natural toning going on, especially down in the stamps. Really cool, pretty toning starting on this bar. Thought I would show that right quick, and I believe that's all I basically had for the 2 ounces. Again, there's some pours up here that are close to it. I think Tule Tule's heart pour is 1.88 ounces. I was just looking, so it's almost 2 ounces. But that pretty much wraps up the gist of the 2 ounces that I have. And so, yeah, with that, I think I'll wrap this one up. I'll be back tonight. Again, if you're interested in one of these San Francisco replica coins, Panama Pacific deal there, come check out tonight's auction. Should be starting at 5:30 if things go as planned. We'll be having OC Stacker join us if things go to plan as well. As long as that fire doesn't jump down too fast on him, I think he'll be joining us. So come check us out tonight at 5:30, and we'll offer up some silver if anybody's interested. And hey, there's Joseph. Good to see you, Joseph. Thanks for popping in. I'm well, you let people know, but I'm glad to see you in the chat again. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hope you're feeling well. And everybody out there, thanks for popping in, and we will catch you all on the next one.